Hi Floss Tube, it's Julie, SylverStitches. This is take number 2. Take number 1 cut me out, so I have a new plan. It is to have a phone timer go for 32 minutes instead of cut me off halfway through of a sentence or whatever at the 33 point whatever minutes that it cuts me off on. So hopefully I can do it. I cut down on what I was going to say. Maybe I will make 2 videos, but I filmed all the way through the last video, and not halfway of course, but near the end, it said, by the way, you only have so many minutes left, or you just got cut off, and I'll start refilming. Anyway, but I need your advice on some things. I have some new things to show you, because I found them in my house again. New starts, some whips, and then a question I have for you about some color decision options. So, I'll jump right in. So I was looking for colors for one of the pieces that I was working on today, because just like all my patterns, somehow magically all my thread, all my floss, all my DMC is scattered around 3 or 4 different places. That's hard to do. I need to get it all back into the boxes, and so they're all spread out throughout all of my different projects I'm working on, or all of my the different containers that I had one idea in at a time. So I decided to do it all in that box, and then currently one of my boxes is MIA. I haven't seen it in, I don't know, it's gone. My 3000s box. Anyway, so I found this. It was a page-a-day calendar that I got, I think it was 2010. So, here we go. It is Be My Honey. So that day specifically was Friday, February 12th. But Be My Honey. I wanted to try and get as close to the colors, because of course I've lost the key to it. Like, I don't know the actual colors that they used. So I wanted to try and get as close to the color palette as possible. So I am stitching this on a 28 count 2/2 light mocha linen. So, get all the threads out of the way. There's my progress on that. It's just one of his wings, or one of the bee's wings, but that's that. And I started it at some point during the summer. Sorry. Started it at some point this summer, before I got married. I don't know if love was in the air or whatever, but, or I was watching a lot of Bendy Stitchy, and she's all about bees, so I had to be all about bees. Who knows, right? So, that's that. So, I love stitching on linen. Here is the rest of my color palette for that one. I'll try and get it out. So, the outline of the wing is 840. Sorry, I looked down a lot in this video now. 840. I don't know where I am. Okay, there we go. 840. The outline of the wing. And then a long time ago, I had started the Last Supper massive project. And clearly that was out of my comfort zone of stitching. So now I have acquired a lot of 712. So the inside of the wing is 712 instead of using white. I didn't want to use white. I didn't want to use ecru. So that's what I used. So that's where I am currently with that. I added it to my wheel. So hopefully it'll come up, because I miss stitching on it. I know I just found it, but I do miss stitching on it. So that is now part of my current wheel, current whips wheel. I do have 2 wheels, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But there we go. So that's that. Another piece that I had found that I was searching through by chance. We kind of have a storage room and a bedroom. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, but we've turned one into a storage room because between James and I, we have too much stuff. Anyway, so he found this and pulled it out for me, and it is, yeah, there it is. I don't have the picture for it anymore, but I'm going to hold it way back, and as far as I can tell, nobody can tell what it is. It is it's a dimensions kit, and it's called I Degree. I got it when Dollarama in Canada was having their big buy all the cross stitch stuff from Dollarama sale. So it's way back here. I know you probably can't read it. So it says, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. I don't know how, is that referring to your brain? Like your mind? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I'm done it. I don't know anything. So I'm just going to stitch it and put it in my bin. I don't really know. So it came with the hoop. So huzzah, I got another hoop, but this is how much I have. The color palette on this one, because you haven't seen the picture, the color palette on this one is here. I'm going to hold it up to the white Ada, or the cream or whatever that is, because last video things, I learned a lot. Anyway, so here's the color palette of it. Just to hold up. Can't do it. Da-da-da-da. There we go. So they are like almost a lime green, like a turquoise almost, and a blue. So if we, or an aqua maybe. So that's that. Me and my colors aren't really cooperating today. So anyway, I don't know. I've never had to do that. So that's what I've never had to do. So that's all the things that I found this week to show you that I had not previously remembered about to find. So I think that's what I'm going to do every time I start a video, is show the new. I should create it, be like, show the new finds is like a segment or something. Who knows? Anyway, so we're going to move on to whips because I have 3 or 4, maybe a few more than that, but we'll see how that goes. And there we go. So, my on-the-go whip, no, that's not the on-the-go whip. Never mind. I put a few stitches into Summer Banner. Summer mini banner summer. So, it is, I did finish this flower because all the dark color was not in there before. And also the lighting, I don't even know how to comprehend. Anyway, and then I finished the little frog, and I finished the greenery right here. So we'll open it up this way. Sorry. So there it is, all in full. I moved my camera since the last time I filmed this episode. My one before was very dark. So I moved the situation of how high I have it right. I don't know how to say this. I put my phone on like on a box, and the box that I had last time was too high. So I was like from here up, and anyway, so now all the lighting is different too, because that's the way that works. So last time I showed it, I was like this, and then I was like this, and anyway, yeah. So here's my summer banner, my mini banner summer. So yeah, I filled in this. I finished my frog. I did this. This is greenery that is going to eventually be like grass or bushes or something. Anyway, it's fun. It was a spin on the wheel that I had done. So that's what that was. So that's one. And then this is the one I originally thought I had pulled out first, so that was on the pile. But this is my on-the-go travel. Whenever I'm in the car, whenever I'm waiting for something to happen that is not at home. So this is Mini Banner Spring, and I'm working on this in quadrants. So I'm working on this quadrant here. So I showed it to you last video, but now I've gotten a whole lot more done than last video because it's now on my go, and apparently that's what I do. I'm always on the go. So here I am. So last video I had maybe this stitched, this blue part, but nothing down here. Last video I had all this stitched. So all of this is new. I finished this quadrant of the rooftop. I don't know if you can see it, but there is white stitching for a flower up here. I am going to have to outline it because clearly you can't see that. You can't even see it when you're looking at it. So that part will definitely have to be outlined for backstitched for there's 2 flowers, 3 flowers, 4 flowers, 5 flowers. There's a bunch of flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 flowers. 5 flowers in total. So 5 flowers of backstitching is not so bad. But still not my favorite thing to do in the world. But it will get done. So that's that. I'm really enjoying this piece. I really like my thought process on it, on how I'm only stitching in this certain amount of space. So there it is again. I did most of this when I was sitting waiting for James to get his haircut the other day. I did some of this at work on yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, not yesterday, of course. I wasn't at work. But 2 days ago, I filled in some of this stuff. And then, yeah. And then on the car ride into Ottawa today, I filled in a whole lot of this. So I have only one more... So I have the string left, but one more row of this border left to do, and then I will be done the outline of that quadrant. Anyway, that's... I had a theory the other day that I would spin, and whatever project it came up on, I would finish it. That theory might have stuck with not even trying to do a project like that. So, that's... Hold on, I have to put this back in the bag, otherwise I'll lose it. It's my color key for my oh shush. Sorry everybody. My color key for my Be My Honey, because if I lose that, then have to start over again, and it's all very mixed up. Anyways, there we go. Sorry. Time out. Alright. That can stay like that. That can stay like that. Something else that I had worked on since the last time I talked to you all was Dream. So, Dream by Stony Creek. It is in a series in a booklet called Whimsical Words. Sorry, somebody just messaged me. And... Right. So, it's not very exciting because I've only decided to start with the border. But here it is. Da-da-da-da. Border. It is the top border of that pattern. So I stitched all of... Okay, I stitched the whole top line first, and then came back. And then I'm stitching this whole bottom part. And I'm currently here. So that was the progress done on that day. I'm doing it that way only because I like how it looks in the back. Normally it doesn't matter to me how things look in the back, but look how cool that is. It looks like it's like completely filled in. Like it wasn't even... Anyways. Doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna look. Nobody cares. It's gonna be either in a box or on a wall, or nobody's gonna see it. But I'm very excited to getting to a different color for this pattern, because look how many, look how colorful that is. Can't wait. Can't wait. What's next? I am burying. Okay, hold on. Not close with that. I don't know how. Okay, so today's spin was brought to you by Doreen Jones. Sorry. So today's spin was the enchanting dragonfly. I keep calling it a butterfly, but it's an enchanting dragonfly. And so I'm only working really, I can't use my fingers today. I'm only really working on the top left, so over here, this little section right here, because this is a regrid, a restart, I should say. This is a restart. I was originally doing it on 14 count oatmeal Aida. I really wanted to do it on, I did a large portion of it. Next video I might go get it and show you what it looks like, because, or I might pause this if I have enough time, go get it, and I'll explain what happened. I gridded it. I gridded this one, and so this is what it looks like right now. So I have that whole bit, like the whole, because it's in 4 different sections. So there it is. There is a space over here, only because I realized, even though I gridded, I realized that I'm still 1 row off, 1 column off. So even though I've learned that I love the gridding process, this outside row needs to just flip on to be on the inside row. So eventually, maybe tonight, maybe the next time I work on it, I will frog this whole outside column, not the 2 rows, just the 1, and move that row into the, do you get it? Anyway, that's what I have done. Absolutely loving this project now that I've decided to do it this way. So these are leaves, of course, leaves, leaves, leaves. This is part of a dragonfly wing. And there we go. So I've gridded the whole first page. But in the future I will remember that I have to redo that edge. Whatever. Because even if I grid it, I still gridded it wrong, right? I still counted too many over. I gridded it for 6. No, I gridded it for 7. Like that last chunk was 7 and it was supposed to be 6. No winning. Because that's the reason why I restarted, because I was so far into it that I wasn't pulling everything out. There was no way. There's no way I was doing that. Nope. Not gonna happen. Another thing that I started, nope, didn't start, just continued, on with was, it's called Cookie Bear. It's from a World of Cross Stitch, situation. I only have this here because at one point, this is number 9. I only have it there because at one point I was gonna do 1 whip a week before this whole wheel situation was a thing. So this was quote unquote week 9. Anyway, I just haven't taken it out. So I did get a little bit done. A little bit meaning a lot of it, because I think I need to be able to work on a whole big piece of fabric instead of a little one. That's why I think these ones are not going as fast as they should be, because he should be done. Really, he should be done. There should be nothing that's holding me back from finishing this little guy, this little bear. He's little. He's very cute, but he's very little. So I don't know why I'm not done him. So my potential LNS just messaged me back. I don't think they're going to be my local LNS, because she's asking, what are you looking for? Like, because anyway, it is what it is. I was just seeing if this quote unquote craft store that is down the street from me would sell cross-stitch stuff. I don't think they will. Sad but true, because they are a vendor hosting place. They're not a sell product place. Anyway, is what it is. I did have a new start this week, and I probably should have started with that because it's new. I don't know. I need to figure out the order of which I need to do all of these things. So, yesterday in the group that I'm in, it's one of the groups that I'm in is cross stitch Wheel of Whips, and so it was stitch something red, because of the elections. I'm not saying I'm red. I'm not saying I'm blue. I'm not saying I'm anything. I'm Canadian. I know we have a little bit of a different situation up here, but that's where I'm going with that. I'm stopping there. So, I got to pull out him because he was my thing that my piece that I thought red. I don't know what I have red. So this is who he was. This is what I bing, automatic, red start. So, I decided that I wanted to, if I had 2 days off of work in a row, because over the past couple weeks I've been working like, 5 shifts and then 1 day off, and then 3 shifts and then 1 day off, and just too many anyways, too many days where I've been at work and not at home with my cats and my husband. That's all I'm gonna say. So I finally got a 2-day off situation. So we meaning I, just decided on starting something when I have 2 days off at a time. So here he is. Enough talk. So I did stitch red yesterday because that was the whole theme of the day. So I started in the middle, which was, somewhere along this line. Stitched up to go up here. I took a break probably, where am I? I took a break probably around here, and then I realized the pattern was very similar, so I didn't count right or something, so then I had to rip all this part out because this part wasn't lining up. It was a disaster. Anyway, frogging, that seems to be the name of that should be the name of my channel, in all reality. Frog. Let's frog. Anyway, so that's how far I've gotten on that. Not too far, but not too, yesterday was busy. Today was busy, but, that's okay. A start is a start. So it moved over on the other side of my wheel, because I have 2 wheels. I have a, current whip project wheel, and I have a hope to start someday soon wheel project wheel. So that moved over to the want to start to the I started. That is the pile. That is the end of what I need to talk about. We are at 23 minutes. So I set my alarm for 32. So it'll cut me off, hopefully, well before the 33-minute mark that my phone will automatically cut me off for. Hashtag frustrating. Anyway, I need your advice because I know it doesn't really, this piece I'm working on here, this dragonfly piece, because since my LNS just messaged me back saying, what are you looking for? We're primarily a vendor selling place. I do have other places to go. Don't worry. I will find what I'm looking for. But in the picture, I'll show you the little one. This is all, it's called for desert sand. So it is a variegated DMC floss, this background. And then this blue down here is a variegated, it's called crystal water. Anyway, clearly I don't have those. And up here I guess too. But I don't have those. And so I was thinking, I probably showed you something. Anyways, I'm sorry. I was thinking that I know it's not. And I know that I would like it to be, but I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get to an LNS. Maybe this weekend. But, can I show you on lined paper? Sure. Sorry, I'm just trying to... There, I'll show you the two on this. Okay, so there's this I have in my stash. It is from Walmart. It is loops and threads. You get it in like that bag package situation. So that is what I have. That's my quote-unquote, oops, sorry. That's my yellow that I have, the variegated yellow. It does have a lot of orange in it. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's currently the closest that I have to that sand color. And then this is the blue that I have. And it's way darker than I think is intended. So I don't know if I, and it's also variegated, but not as much as that yellow-orange one. But, I don't know. What do you think? Should I wait it out and get the called for crystal water or whatever? What was it called? Crystal water and desert sand? Or should I just, you know, see how this stitches up and go from there? Opinions are great. Let me know. And we'll see that happens. So the other question I had, so this, if you have these colors at home, they are the Loops and Thread 800, which is the orangey yellow. And then the blue one is 810. So 810 and 800. Just came in a floss pack. I don't know. Anyway, that was question number 1. And the other question that I had on my other video was, do you prefer Ziploc bags for your project bag? Do you prefer cloth fabric? No, cloth fabric. Do you prefer cloth project bags? Do you prefer a whole other system of carding around your, or holding your pieces? I'm also contemplating on, because I have a few varieties of things. So I have the one that it comes in, like this is still in its original packaging, but it's it's glue. And I understand why they do that, but then if it rips, then it gets the stuff on the inside, and because that's what I'm currently facing with summer? One of them. But spring, yeah, wherever that one is. It's in the pile of disaster. So it's currently like, when I tear it open, it's currently like ripping off because I ripped it in. Or is it preferred Ziploc method? Or is it project bag? And if I were to obtain project bags, where is your suggestion on getting them, preferably in Canada, because I want to kind of support my Canadian people. So, questions all around. Or, I don't sew, so that is probably an out of the situation. Right now, I know that I had shown you a couple of videos ago how I store the mass pile of whips that I have, just in, not Rubbermaid, because, sorry, I'm stretching at my knee, not Rubbermaid boxes, but it's definitely a plastic bin. So yeah, so let me know what you think, and then we'll go from there. I still have a little bit of time to go find, what was I going to go find? Oh yeah, the oatmeal fabric, and show you where I got to on that. So just hold on a second.